Hello everyone. Today we're learning about Meciah Daf Mem Beis. We're going to start from the Mishnah right at the top of the page. Amafkid moitet chaver, someone who deposited money by his friend Tzoron, he put them in a bag, in a wallet, v'ifshilon lacharim, and he put them behind him. Oy, shemasron lebnoi b'to aktanim, he gave it to his son or his daughter who were young, v'noal b'fneim, and he locked behind them, shloi koroi, not properly. Chayev, because he's a poishea, shloi shimer k'derech hashoyim, he didn't guard it like it should be guarded. V'im shimer k'derech hashoyim, if he did guard it properly, potter. Bishli mekulu, all of the cases where he gave it to his kids and he didn't lock it properly, shloi shimer k'derech hashoyim, we could understand. What did he do wrong? Omar Rava, Omar Vitzchok, Omar Kro, it's in the Pasuk about taking the money of Maisa to Yerushalayim, v'tzarta kesef b'yodecha. So we learn from there, the money, afal pishis tzurim, even if they're in a bundle, you b'yodecha, they should be in your hand and not behind you. And therefore, if you put it behind you, it's called poshea, you didn't guard it properly. A person should have his money ready in his hand and shouldn't give it to someone else to keep, because if a business deal comes across, you should have the money straight away ready to invest. It should be ready in your hand. A person should take his money that he has and do a third, and a third. Shlish, he should invest the karka in property or fields. The shlish bepragmatia in Amazon deals. The shlish tachas yodo, and third they should have by him, that if he needs it, he should have it. The bracha is only in something that's not everyone see. Shneimar, because it's in the pasuk, Yitzav Hashem itcho es habracha ba'asamecha. Hashem will give his bracha in his asamecha. And asamecha in Bepashtus, it means asam. Asam is a place where your tvua is. But we're darshaning over here that it means something that's somewhere min ha'ayin. Tolu de Rabbi Shmuel, similar thing. Eina bracha mitzuya lebedover sheina ayin sholetes boy. The bracha is only in something where the eye can't see. Shneimar Yitzav Hashem itcho es habracha ba'asamecha, like what we just said. And the pshat is, if I know I have £1,000 in my pocket, and if I suddenly pull out of the 1,100, that's a neis golui, and Hashem doesn't very often do nisim glui. But if I don't know how much I have, so suddenly £100 could pop in, and I won't know that it's a nes. Someone who's going to measure how much wheat he has. He says, please Hashem, shetishlach bracha b'ma'aseh yedenu, I should have bracha in my ma'aseh, I should have a lot of wheat. He started measuring, Baruch HaSholeach bracha b'kerizeh, Baruch, blessed is the one who gave bracha in this pile. Modad, if he measured, and then he prayed to have bracha, it's a waste of a tefillah. Why? The bracha is not found, lo b'dovar shokol, not something that's weighed, v'lo b'dovar modud, not something that's measured, v'lo b'dovar monu, not something that's by numbers. Ela b'dovar asomim min ha'ayin, only something that's hidden. Shneimar Yitzav Hashem itcho es habracha ba'asamecha, and like we learned, that means b'dovar asomim min ha'ayin. Omar Shmuel, ksofim einam shmira lebakarka. The only way a person, where you should keep money, if you get a pikodon to keep money, is in the ground. Omar Rava, umoide Shmuel be'erev Shabbos ben hashmoshes. If someone got pikodon just before Shabbos, to let Yechu Rabbanon to start digging the ground and putting in the ground. V'ishol lemoitze Shabbos. If he waited the moitze Shabbos, shir, enough time, lemikverinu, to bury it, v'lo ikavrinu, and he didn't bury it, mechayev. He's chayev because he should have buried it moitze Shabbos. V'itzu b'Rabbanon, who, if the one who deposited in the money was a Talmid Chacham, Sova, for the one who got the money, the Shoima, Dilma miboyle zuzelav dolta. That they didn't bury straight after Motzei Shabbos because he thought maybe the guy who gave him the money is going to come back to him and say, I need the money to buy wine for $1. So therefore, I didn't hide it, and if it got stolen, it's not considered a pshia. Baidna, nowadays, the shchiche geshushoi, that there is gashashim, you say in Hebrew, people who could see on the ground and could know where something's hollow. Ene shmira ela b'shmei kara, you should hide it on the beam of the house. Baidna, nowadays, the shchiche remind you that there is people who break the ceiling. Ene shmira ela beini urbana, the only shmira is between in the wall. Omar Rava, moide shmo b'koisel. He's moide that you could put it in the wall as well. Beine urbane means between the walls of the koisel, between brick and brick, and in the koisel as well is also okay. But some people are not good at this Omar Rava because it's a bit of a double thing. Baidna, nowadays, the shchiche tipuchoi, people who bang and can hear where it's hollow and then they break over there. Enem, shmira ela betefach, in the tefach hasomuch lakarka, close to the ground, that even if you bang, you can't see that it's hollow. Oh, but oi, the tefach hasomuch l'shmei kara, close to the beam of the ceiling, because over there it's hard to see if it's hollow and the ganav won't able to find the money. Omar Rav Acha B'rdi Rav Yosef Rav Ashi Hosel Tnan. Over there we learned to negate to Inyone Diyoma. Chomet Shenof Lolama Poiles Aryeh Kumevo. You don't have to pick up the whole. A wall fell over chomet, a loaf of bread. You don't have to pick up the whole wall of Mapoiles to find the loaf of bread and mevar because you can't get it. Rab Shimon Gamliel Loima Kol She'ina Kelev Yichol Lechapes Achro. It depends if the dog could get to that loaf of bread or not. The Tona, Kama Chafisa Sakelev, in the Bryce it says how much could a dog find? Gimel Tfachim, if it's less than Gimel Tfachim he could get it. If it's more than Gimel Tfachim he can't get it. So the Shaila is over here, Hochemai, by when you get money to keep and you want to hide it, Mibo Ina and Shloisha Tfachim, do I need to dig through Tfachim to hide it? Or it's less than that is good enough. Amalei Hosso, Mishum Reiche, over there because of the smell that the dog could smell it and he'll dig and get it. The whole new reason why you dig it and put it in the wall or in the floor is because you want to hide it from people's eyes. You don't need as much as Gimel Tfachim. Ask the Gemara V'Kama, how much do you need? It's enough to dig a tefach and put it and then cover it. Ahu Gavra, this man, they deposited money by his friend. He put it in this hut, this hunter's hut, where they go when they go hunting. They go over there, and when they hunt birds, Rashi said they hide over there. They see a bird and they hunt it. Ignu, they got stolen. Omar Rav Yosef. Even though that's the Gabi Ganovim Nitirusu, it's a good shmira because Ganovim never look over there to steal because normally there's nothing over there to take. But for fire pshiusi because it's likely to get light. Therefore, Avet Chiloso B'Pshia, the Soifo Boinus, it's Chiloso B'Pshia Legabe Sreifa, the Soifo Boinus Legabe Ganovim, Chayev. Soifo Chiloso B'Pshia, the Soifo Boinus is Chayev. And some people say Afal Gabdilin Nura, even though that because of for fire. Pshiusi, leaning Gambe for Ganovim Niturusi, it's a good shmira, but Chiloso B'Pshia, the Soifo Boinus Potter. This gives a whole the opposite. Chiloso B'Pshia, the Soifo Boinus is Potter, and we brought this more early on as a reference about Chiloso B'Pshia v'Soifo B'Oines. The Hilchasa and the Halacha is Chiloso B'Pshia v'Soifo B'Oines is Chayil. Ahu Gavra, that man, after Duzi Gabi Chavrei, gave his friend money as a deposit. Omar Le'avle Zizoi came afterwards, can I have my money back? Omar Le'adana Eichos Vunu. I don't remember where I put them. Also, they came in front of Rava who was a dying. Omar Le, Kolo Yadana Pshiusi, Zil Shalim. If you don't remember where you put it, that's considered a Pshia and you need to pay. Ahu Gavra, this man, that he deposited money by his friend, he gave it to his mother. She put it into like a box where you put like your jewelry and expensive things. And it got stolen. Omar Rava, how should we pass in this case? We should tell him to pay because Oma, he's going to tell you, says the Gemara on the base, like we said earlier, that it's normal if I get Bikodan, I could give it to my wife or to my mother, and therefore it's not considered a pshia. Shalimi will tell a mother, oh, you didn't guard it properly, you should pay. I'm not a shoyma. I didn't know that it's something that's a Bikodan. I thought it was his. That I should bury it. I didn't know to bury it. We should tell him, why didn't you tell your mother this is something that you're guarding to someone else, that she should bury it in the ground? Omar kol shekain dechiamine lo dididi minu tfemis da'arabahu. I prefer that she shouldn't know it's someone else's, she should think it's mine, and therefore she'll guard it even better because she cares about the son more than anyone else. Elo Omar Rava, says Rava, mishtabe iu. He makes a shvur that he gave this money to his mother. And the mother makes a shvur that this money was vinu bekartila, that she put it in this box. The ignu when it got stolen, upota, and they both potter. Our top the atmi, this guardian of the Yisraelim, the zovan leutura leatmi. He bought the ox for the Yisraelim. Master Rebakra, he gave it to the shepherd. He didn't have gums and teeth. And he couldn't eat, and he died from starvation. Omar Romi Baruch Omar, how should we pass in this din? If we tell the guardian, Zil Sholim, go pay, because he bought a bad ox, and then now it died from starvation. I gave it to the shepherd. He should have told me that it's not eating. We should tell the shepherd, Zil Sholim, go pay. I put it with all the other oxes. I gave it food. I never knew that it's not eating. Says the Gemara, the shepherd, the Shemasocha, gets paid for looking after this ox. He could say that the atmi. He should have looked into to see if the ox is eating or not, if the Yisraelim were losing. Says the Gemara, Ochinami. Really, no, if that would be the case, for sure the Shema would have to pay this shepherd. And what's the case over here that we have a Shaila? The Lekaks say to the atmi, the Yisraelim didn't lose anything. Why? We found the person who sold this ox to the apotropos of the Yisraelim, and they got the money back to the Yisraelim. They said, we bought off your ox that doesn't have teeth, and he never told us. So the Gemara, what's the shaila over here? What's the din Torah that we have to discuss? So the Gemara, the Torah katoin, the owner, the one who sold it, has a taina. He says, he should have told us it doesn't have teeth, and now he just died. Now I lost now our ox. So the Gemara, you sold it, you knew it doesn't have teeth. What should we tell you? You're the one who knows. The Mekach have it. You knew it's a Mekach. Says the Gemara, it's about a cow dealer. It's not someone who had his own cow who knew that it doesn't have teeth. It's somebody where he buys from one person and sells to someone else. He never noticed it doesn't have teeth. So the Gemara, Hilkoch, therefore, Mishtabahu, the one who sold it makes a shvur de lo yaveyoda. They didn't know that it doesn't have any teeth. Mishalem Berker and the shepherds pays meibosa bezol, not the full price, like meat that sells for cheap. And Rashi has a kasha, what's the din of the shoyno of the owner, Ayin Shom, and Rashi explains that the meibosa bezol is 2/3. Au gavra, that person, the afkid kshusa, that he deposited hops, Gabe Chavrei, to his friend, Avalei Didei Nami carried kshusa. He had his own hops that were over there as well. Omar le Sarse, he told his butler, or the person who deals with the stuff in his house, Mahai Romi, put in the beer, when you're making beer, put from the hops, and he meant of his own pile. Ozal went the guy, the Sarse, his sorries, Rama Meidach, he put from the hops of the one that he was shoyma on, not the owner's hops, the one that he was shoyma on. Omar Amram said, what should we do with this case? If we're going to tell the shoyma zil shalim go pay. Oma ano amrle me hayomi. I told him to put from my own, not from the one that I will shoyma on. Namely, we should tell the sorries, the housekeeper, zil shalim, you pay because you did the mistake. Omar loy Omar le mahai ramu mahai loy tumri. He never said put from this one and not from the other pile. I never realized there's any difference. Said more, what's the case? If his pile, the shoyma's pile that belongs to him, was close, and the one that he was shoyma on was far away, and it took him a long time to go bring the hops, so he should realize he's bringing it from the wrong pile. If he never said anything, he obviously knows he's taking it from the wrong pile, and it's his fault. So the Gemara, but the Loishal, they were next to each other, and there was no difference in time. Said the Gemara, soif, what's the shaila? My pseidika, why is it lost? He wanted hops in his beer, so he should give back the mafkid from his own hops. What's the difference? Omar Rav Sama Berdirova is talking about the avar shicher chala. The beer went bitter, and it didn't gain anything from these hops that he was showing on, and therefore he doesn't want to pay from his own pile. Rav Ashi Omar, a different case, it's Toma Bekisi. Toma that was bad hops full of thorns, and it didn't make the beer better like he wanted to, and he's upset that he pulled this bad hops into his beer. So the Gemara, what it did, Mushalim it made kisi. So the shoyma has to pay the amount that it cost of bad hops and the amount how much his beer went up in value from these hops, but he doesn't have to pay for good hops. We should have Besuris Tovus, and we should have lots of nisim. Like we should have last night, Hashem should keep on guarding us from all the people who come against us, and we should be zoiche geula kroiva amen.